Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Vagrus the Riven Realms. Last time we fought all the worms in the world at Tectum Carvos. We did prevail. Most of my labor force has been eaten in the process. So, once we get through this story, hopefully I'll be able to sort that out. Hopefully there'll be people to hire? I don't know, but we're gonna find out right now. The forum. Life has started anew here with a buzz. Although some worms still linger in the area, Tectum Carvos has entered a new era, one without the constant threat of utter destruction by the slithering horrors. It will take a long time before the settlement stabilizes, but at least reconstruction is underway. Take a look around. Do we want to visit the other people? We already have turkey and awnings. Blankets. Interesting. What does that do? Consumption from your mounts and your outriders is reduced. Oh, it's even less if you have the mammal beast type. Huh. I might as well buy it. I'm kind of curious. Maybe we switch back to mammals now that we have defeated the worms. And we don't need lizards anymore. Nothing to talk about with the worm hunters, surprisingly. Let us go to Prince Kareem's villa. Convene with the victorious leaders of the battle against the worms. It is early morning, and all around Tectum Carvos, people are starting to go about their usual business. If not for the armies stationed in the caverns, you could not tell that a major battle was fought here. The Urg host is gone, along with the myriad of sandworm corpses. It is as if they were never there. A somber celebration is held in the main forum, where you are hailed as a hero of the Alliance, alongside the Prefectus, Prince Lakor, and of course the late Kral Hystera. The Scori observed the whole occasion with quiet contemplation. Later, behind closed doors, the Dark Elf Prince declares you a champion of the free people of Zareen for bringing the insect host that won the battle, and the Sadirar shamans give all of you their blessing. Prince Kareem announces that trade is renewed, and his spice fields and orchards shall be working again, hoping the markets here will rejuvenate shortly. He signs trade agreements with both the Prefectus and Prince Lakor. Most of the gathering announces their intent to leave as soon as possible. But then, before you could close the council meeting, the Sadirar shamans address everyone. You sit down to listen to them. The Sadirar people greatly appreciate all the sacrifices you have shown in this battle, their speaker begins. Know that you did something yesterday that will be remembered by generations to come. There's a tense pause, and some of the leaders are exchanging bewildered looks. Yet, this has happened before, the speaker goes on. Hundreds of years ago, our ancestors, as well as some of yours, defeated the worms in a battle that banished them back to the endless devouring sands. But they made a mistake by not pursuing the threat to its source, a mistake that we have paid for dearly these last months, or years, considering how long I ignored this quest. Prince Lakor drums with his fingers on the table. The magistrate sighs. Prince Kareem looks thoughtful, while the Prefectus's face betrays no emotion. The worms were defeated, yes, but not destroyed. Whatever caused their resurgence, whatever drove them against our settlements and our kin remains. Be it a year, a decade, or a few centuries again, they will return. The spirits wish us to put this malevolence to rest once and for all. As much as I appreciate a forward-looking sentiment, that is no longer what our agreement was. The Prefectus rises. I wish you well in your endeavors. He turns to leave. It appears that we agree on that, at least. Prince Lakor follows suit. The magistrate rises as well, shrugs innocently to Prince Kareem, and joins the other two. We remain to observe. Our time to act has passed. The Scori chitter. Fine. Prince Kareem tells you and the shamans, let them go. They did what they were meant to do, and from now on it is a personal matter to me. I suppose you have something in mind? The prince turns to the shamans. The Sadirar shamans exchange looks, and then their speaker speaks again. We sent errant spirits after the handful of surviving worms. They confirmed what we suspected. As before, the sandworms withdrew to the lost city of Rotluk. It is an old place, a shunned place, sunk beneath the sands long before the Great Burning. We believe now that their previously unseen nests have to be beneath or amongst those ruins. Since nobody has taken it upon themselves to travel there and destroy them, the creatures are free to propagate there, eventually multiplying and becoming a threat on the scale that we witnessed. What do we do about it? The Prince Kareem asks him. We can't even get to the damned place, not to mention fight the creatures that defend their nests. We know the way to Vratluk, the speaker says calmly, and we need only to fight to get closer. Oh, we need only to... Wait a minute. And we only need to fight to get closer. There might be a way to poison the well, as they say. Exterminate the nests without risking too much. Now is your turn to ask the Sadirar to reveal how they believe it can be done. There has been a development at the Writhing Oasis, the speaker says somewhat hesitantly. Denakar, our esteemed sister, has found something there that might be used to what we described. Since the Vagrus knows her already, the speaker turns to you, and we would ask you to retrieve this object for us with the help of Denakar. Tell her that we need the seed and tell her why, then return here with it. They produce a bejeweled silver chest, the likes of which you have never seen. Do not touch the seed, the speaker says. Just pick it up with something and put it in the chest. Never open it. Seal it and then bring it to us. We'll take it from there. You glance at Prince Kareem, who nods approvingly. You shake his hand and then take the chest and leave the chamber to depart. It is time to leave Tectum Carvos behind. All right, return to the Comitatus. We must fetch the seed the shamans need from the Writhing Oasis. The shaman Denakar will help you get it once you travel there. We've met Denakar before, as they said. Let's see. Who can we hire? No. Uh-oh. We could ditch a lot of these fighters. We've got 7 movement. We don't need however many we had. Let's get down to 30. It didn't really help me at all. We could talk about switching back to mammals as well. They only have 2 here though, so I don't think I'd want to do it here. Maybe what we should do is drop... Whoops. Oh, that's right. We have like crap tons of chitin. I think the plan should be to head back to Larnak to try and sort out our Comitatus woes. We could go to Avernum. Ooh, he's got slaves with them? Oh, but they don't do any work. How is that possible? Ah, workers looking for opportunity going to Crystal though. And the benefit of this is they have no timeline. So we could easily take them with us and go to Crystal in like a year, and we could get 4.9 labor out of it. I think I will also take this shipment of slaves because we get 3 labor out of that. Ah, and it's helping. Good, good. And we're back up to 9. Yeah, I think what we should do is get the other Beast of Burden here. That gives us a lot of leeway as far as ditching more of these mounts. So let's go ahead and sell 10. And then sell 10 more fighters. Yeah, that's good. We'll keep the 3 scouts. I've grown to appreciate scouts being able to get supplies for you. Sometimes in places that foraging won't be able to get supplies. So, that's good. Wonder... Harnesses / defenses. Where did those, Here they are. These are just miscellaneous. So I guess if we wanted to be, like, ultra efficient, we would slap those on instead of the saddles. But if we were getting into combat, we'd want to throw on the blinders and combat saddles. The Kalrish are nice because they just increase your cargo capacity, but if we're at max capacity anyway, it's not super helpful. Good news is, now that we have the Beast of Burden, we can get up to 6 days of supplies. And then, yeah, that'll get us close to Larnak. I wonder if we switch to the Kalrish. Holy heck! Alright, much better. Yeah, now we're up to 10 days. Okay, good, 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 good. Spice is interesting, but I think we're good for now. And there were no, yeah, there's nothing here. They want me to take stuff to the like the other side of the world. It's just not. I'm not in the market for that. Okay, let's start heading back. See if we can't sort our issues out here. So what I was kind of thinking is we'd hit Larnak, take some missions to go to Avernum, and then go to the Writhing Oasis on the way back to Tectum Carvos. Thankfully, the lost city of Rotluk is not far from Tectum Carvos, so it shouldn't be too hard to... It shouldn't be too hard to get supplies here and then go down. People got to recover from the intense battle. Yeah, this shouldn't be too bad. We're just a little slow, but we have a lot of spare resources, so we should be fine from that perspective. They critically succeeded. But the problem is we don't have any, like, labor, so they got, like, 20 supplies. They're like, yeah, we found an entire oasis just filled with fruit, but we could only carry, like, 2 handfuls each. Rough stuff. Everybody's healing up, though. That's pretty good. Oh, I should see if I not accidentally. Yeah. Oh, no, I don't have any supplies being used. That's good. I would love to save that. The reason I invested so many points in... like herbalism and whatnot for my companions and myself is so I could just get like passive healing going. All right, we made it back to Larnak. Nothing to hide. We can offload all of our chitin here. I wonder, I feel like chitin's probably more valuable in Avernum. We just look at raw materials here. Yeah, by a lot. But the question is whether or not I can get missions to go to Avernum. Oh, here's one for 10. That one is 10. There's another one for 12. Okay. We should, and 10 more. Okay. We should offload all of our chitin. It'd be more valuable if we took it elsewhere. But I think it's overall more valuable to sell it now and then just get new missions. Now, the question is, I think we want to switch back over to mammals now that we've defeated the main army of worms. Because I don't think the city of Rotluk will consist of combat. I think it's gonna be companion combat the way they described it to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the big swap over. So let's sell all of our mounts here. And we should do this before we get any more we should do this before we get any like missions or anything that fills up my inventory. So let's go ahead and sell the 2 beasts of burden. No, don't, well. Oh well. There wasn't really much way around that. That's okay. It's just a couple stacks of supplies. Oh, you dummy. I wanted to switch back over to these guys. There we go. 1, 2. Let's see. Oh, we should buy all the horses though. See how far that gets us. And then re-equip all of your stuff. That's going to help with this. So let's go here. Colrish bags. Our wagon wheels. And then we have... I think these are better than the lances overall, so we should probably use those. And then the protected harnesses do better for consumption. And then our smuggler's compartments. Good. And then we don't have any more navigation. One of these days I'm going to get that Dwarven compass and then I'm going to be so excited. It's been years and I've never seen a Dwarven compass. Alright, Amphalat is 6 days away. So maybe we want like 10 days worth of supplies. It's going to depend on how many beasts we end up getting. But we'll see. We'll just do that for now. And then... how's our labor looking? I think we could get away with one more beast of burden. And then hiring a couple workers to fill in the gaps for now. And then we have 3 space empty. But let's see what we can take to Avernum. So we have 10 capacity here for 32 silver. We've got 12 for 46, which seems like probably the best one to take. And then what we got as far as spare capacity? That's a lot of chitin. That's the chitin I sold. I sold them the chitin, and then they're like, hey, can you transport this chitin to Avernum, please? I'm like, sure, why not? Pay me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we're one shy of being able to take another one of these things to Avernum. This one would take would cause a combat encounter. And it would be against the Ratharnak Alliance. But it's only 116 and we're at 354 combat power. I think that's fine. We can make that work. And then I really want to get this spare, that one extra bit of... Alright, I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to get the workers necessary to offset that. And then let's get this... the Loaders Guild, and then, you know what, we'll just, well, what about, are there any faction offers for illegal contraband? That I could take all the way to Devon and sell there, although we don't plan to go to Devon. Alright, we don't need any of that, I guess. We could get more supplies, but they're more expensive here, so I'm kind of thinking just like holding off on that for now. Alright. Towards the city gates, and then off we go into the desert here. Got all of our movement back, thankfully. And then we're back on having decent labor. Hunting succeeded. Let's see, we want to go straight north from here, essentially. So I'm kind of thinking like this way, and then up. And like, now that I've defeated the vast majority of the worms... Wow, you're even weaker than the thing predicted. Now that the vast majority of the worms have been defeated, does that mean they will no longer attack me? I would love that. Let's go ahead and call their ranks. If we honestly, if we call their ranks, we might kill, like, the vast majority of them in combat. Alright, Nadir's the only wounded one. Oh, I shouldn't have brought Nadir. These guys are probably... They're probably immune to fire. Which of you... Ah, it's the guy with the horns. I was like, which of you is resistant, or is the guy who can attack twice? It's the elite dragon guard. Got him for 2 at least. Alright, focus fire on the elite dragon guard so he... dies sooner. Haha, nerd. Oh, he shoots acid? Excuse me. Invoke the flame. Okay. I think you should just hack this man. Owie. Alright, this is gonna be harder than I thought, probably. Poke the dragon. Shoot this guy dead. Yeah, good job. Good job, Krifta. Let's boost Krifta. He clawed me. For one is not so bad, though. Alright, everybody focus fire the dragon now, since I do not want him spitting acid all over everybody. Jump forward. Oh, crit for 9 is fantastic. We might be able to kill him with Krifta here. We did. Alright, 2 down. Can you guys be stunned? You don't have the hard-headed one. 25% impediment resistance. So go ahead. Oh, whoops, wrong attack. But I'll take the crit. Rush forward, hit him with your axe. We might be able to kill him, actually. Because, he's very weak and he's last in the rotation. So I think I'll go attack this guy now. And then Nadir... burn him? Oh, he blocked it. Ouch. And then axe him, maybe? Oh, he blocked it again. Alright, that's what I get for spreading my damage around. Alright, you're no longer alive. Everybody focus fire the left guy. Except for Skornar, you can maybe hunker up. It'd be cool if he had the ability, and maybe he does have the ability to do this, but it'd be cool if he had the ability to, like, taunt, so they had to attack him. Because right now it seems like it's just, like, random. He blocked the thing. Is he gonna be burned by it? I don't think he was. Try to stun him. He's not stunned, but he did get hurt. And then we broke his armor, or some of it. Yeah, all of it. He's still blocking like a madman, though, which is kind of impressive. Just swap with Krifta, since he's on the other side of the map anyway. And then throw that under him? I don't know if it's gonna work. It probably isn't, considering they're Dragon Guard, and I think they're, like, resistant to fire. Okay, that went pretty well. A little clunky. How? Well, did the Krowog eat you? Alright, we've killed all of them. Did you give me my slave back? I don't know if we need to give them time to heal, because I don't think anybody got hurt, except Harvick. He did get beat up. They did! They killed one of my slaves! Come on! We got some supplies, we got some bones. I almost think the supplies are more valuable than this ivory. I don't know. We got some dragon steel? Did you see that? Hold on. Where's my cargo? Holy cow! Put that in the contraband pouch. We can sell that in Devon, I think. I don't think we need it for, I mean, we at one point, oh my god, at one point we needed to I don't think we actually need to mount anybody. Oh, we do. Well, let's try a makeshift barricade and then see what happens. Ah, sure. All right, we succeeded. Are they retreating? They are. Don't need to pursue. We critically succeeded that time. And Harvick finally healed from his wounds from a different battle. And we got 90 supplies. That went really well. We're being accosted at like every turn, and there's not even sandworms involved this time. One of them was a quest, so that was, you know, I brought that on myself. Oh, we don't want to send people out. We don't have the movement. I don't even know if we need to stop it. Honestly, I don't think we do, because we've been getting supplies from the people that have been attacking us, so I don't think there's really a need to go to Amphalot to get supplies anymore. And we have enough movement to make it to Avernum. Oh, whew. I was like, I don't want to be attacked for a third time. This is egregious. Nothing to hide. Show them our license. Turn in our 3 missions. Sell this little bit of bone. And now, let's ditch all of the workers. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 29 labor. Doing pretty good. We should get more horses to try and get all of our fighters mounted up. And then I think we could ditch a couple of the beasts of burden. Especially because we'll be heading back towards Tectum Carvos, and we don't really need all of the space. Because, like... Because we'll be going to the Writhing Oasis, right? unless we're like delivering stuff to Tectum Carvos, I can't imagine there's a lot we want to be hauling around. It would be cool if other trading houses were like, yeah, take stuff to Tectum Carvos, but I don't know if they will. Yeah, some stuff for Larnak, so that would kind of be in the right direction, but it's all like really short time frames. So I think we'll just ditch our beasts of burden for now. And then restock up on supplies. Supplies in Avernum are actually expensive too, which I'm a little surprised by. But let's get 15 days worth of supplies. It'll take us 4 to get there, and then, you know, we could always hit like Kochar on the way back to Tectum Carvos, but I think 15 will be fine, especially if we drop this second to last Beast of Burden. Now we're at 16 days. Yeah, we should be good. All right, let's go ahead and rest up here. Exchange for news. Nobody heading, well, Larnak sort of, but not really. Because you guys are headed to, I think somebody was going to Sunrock and somebody else was going, yeah, somebody's going to Sunrock and one of them was going to Crystal. So we'll end up there eventually. We always go to those two over time, but we'll rest here. Don't want to send our guys out. That would take up our vigor. Change. And now let's get back on the road. I should talk to Aelani now that we've defeated the worms. At least at Tectum Carvos, to see if she will have... Oh, they both failed. At least nobody lost vigor or anything like that. To see if she will improve her stats even further. So let's go ahead and talk to her now. Talk to Aelani about your joint efforts to aid Tectum Carvos. I like this. Tell Aelani that you wish to let her go. Will not allow it. Maybe it's because we're such good friends. We could give her another survival kit, which we should do. Let's talk to her about the worms. Forge an alliance that will fight for the town. 5 insight. Cool. Aelani was present for most of it, but she nonetheless listens wide-eyed as you recount how exactly you brought together an alliance in order to protect Tectum Carvos. Though she is far from naive, you almost feel like a genuine hero as you look into her eyes. Hey Vagrus, she says, I'm beginning to feel glad I joined your comitatus when I did. It gives me perspective. I've got no idea what the future will bring, but if we survive our current ordeal, well, I decided to go and search for my husband. I did not remember that she was married. It's been a long time since I've seen him. You ask him where she would look. His name is Keldrin, she replies. He's a half-elf, just like me, although somewhat older. Well, much older. I haven't seen him for several years, but that's fine. We have a sort of agreement where we wander wherever we please for long, long years. Then we meet up and enjoy each other's company again, sometimes for equally as long. But now that we've endured such hard times, I'm beginning to miss him. You can already tell where this is going. I'd very much like to find him, Aelani continues. I've even got some ideas where to look. There are some former acquaintances residing here and there in this region. The proprietor of a den of illicit substances in Avernum comes to mind. Excuse me, I should have asked her when I was in the city. That would have been so fortuitous. Then there's his friend Lernon, a scout working for Rotharnak in Salem. Lastly, there's old Red Swift, a bard and gambler. Last I heard, he took up residence at Kernak Way Station. Should the travels of the Comitatus take us to these places, I'd be mighty obliged if we could visit and chat for a bit. You promise Aelani that you to do the best you can, and she thanks you for indulging her. Cool. We'll be back in Avernum. Honestly, based on the fact that we need to take some people to Sunrock, once we're done in the city of Rotluk, I imagine we will head back to Avernum and then across to Devon, and we'll knock out Aelani's ask then. Can I upgrade her? Yes! She's been like a core frontliner for me forever, and she's only been on level 2 or 3 or whatever it was. So let's get Skewer up to its full potential. Sky Strike as well. I would love to be able to stun better. Yeah, you can stun for 2 rounds. That's so good with Sky Strike at level 2. It makes... Oh, and it does bleed damage too. And then the second upgrade... Honestly, this, or the third, I should say third tier of Sky Strike, maybe not worth it, because it kind of seems like the only thing it does is add another round of bleed damage. And maybe that might be kind of like too much to ask. Initiative, evade, magical resistance, and mind resistance is nice. Die Hard I'm not a fan of. More power is very good. We'd need another bit of charismatic. So let's get Beastmaster. Resolute, meh. Stout is good. More vitality and block. And Wanderlust. Kind of thinking Elven Blood and Stout, but we don't have enough proficiency for both. Considering she's our frontliner, maybe we go with Stout first, and then we could pick up maybe both Wanderlust and Elven Blood next time we upgrade her, because this is going to take 28 proficiency total, which is a lot. We don't have enough to unlock Perceptive 4 either. I'm kind of thinking Wanderlust would take priority over Elven Blood because it gives all resistances and accuracy is super important in this game. And what do we want? I think I'll save the proficiency on the off chance we can get both of these next time. Yeah, I think we'll hold on to the 3. I like all the upgrades that we've done for her right now. Is there anybody else who can upgrade? Oh, Krifta. I did not know I had not maxed out Krifta. How is that possible? I only use aim shot on Krifta. Every once in a while I'll get into like a one-on-one fight and use defensive cuts. Yeah, once again, I wonder if the upgrade causes just like better base damage too. Because if you look at defensive cut 2 versus defensive cut 3, technically the application is the same. Costs 27 proficiency to do that. Well, let's focus on her class skills here first. Is there anything that would give her better accuracy? More power is nice. I think these two are just like real solid. We've already maxed out her attributes. That's nuts. Navigation, not super important. Intimidation is nice. It just gives our workforce a boost. Beast Lure? She has so much proficiency that's just like spare. Sure. No effective evades no longer reduce your evade. That seems good. I'm like, what do I even use the rest of your proficiency on? Because like I barely like defensive cuts is such a random thing that I don't use at all. Maybe we just lean into all of her passives. Like Herb Lore, Beast Lore, boost navigation the whole way? I guess we are missing out on upgrading some of these. A pain-inducing poison. Poison damage over time does seem really good. Oh, especially if you got it to max 3. Let's take all of these away for a second. I'm sorry I'm just like hemming and hawing over upgrading my companions, but it seems kind of important. Because we wouldn't be able to get this one. That would take a lot that we'd have to pull out of all of these. So maybe Poison Arrow level 2 is good enough. Because that does seem like it'd be really good against bosses. Yeah, maybe let's do that. Take Resolute away. That's fine. She doesn't evade that much anyway. And then Intimidation, Herb Lore, and then 1 Navigation. And now that's maxed out Krifta. Fun. Alright, let's take a look at everybody else. Garrick we could upgrade as well. It's kind of wild that I've ignored these companions for as long as I have. Let's not upgrade Garrick just yet, because it is eating into the reservoir of insight I have. Scornar, no. Harvick, no. I'm surprised I can't upgrade Gorgoro yet. We still need to go get a bunch of Residue or whatever it's called. Ren is also not an upgradable guy. Nadir is, and she has been for a while, but I think I've been holding off on that one. Okay, cool. Well, I think I will consider what to do with Nadir and Garrick off camera. It's been a long enough episode as it is. But for now, let's pause the episode. Next time, we will continue along, traveling to the Writhing Oasis, and then back to Tectum Carvos to continue along this quest line. So, if you guys have enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more Vagrus, the Riven Realms, or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. That also helps me out a lot. But until next time, everybody, I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!